Hi, my name is Stephen Robbins, and I'm a seminarian for the Diocese of Camden. I was born in 1996 to Steve and Vicki Robbins. I have a younger sister named Sarah and an older half-sister named Stephanie. As a child, I never really thought of becoming a priest. If you ask my family, they will confirm that my dream job as an elementary school kid was to be a pizza delivery guy. I grew up in a Catholic family, and we were very involved with the church. My mom helped with the music ministry at St. Matthew's Church in National Park, and we were also very involved at our home parish of St. Luke's in Stratford. Like many third graders, I used to think that church was really boring, and I dreaded going to Mass. Third grade was the year that kids were allowed to become altar servers, so I decided to go for it, hoping that having something to do would make Mass seem a little more interesting. As an altar server, I got the chance to get to know the parish priests better, speaking with them before and after Mass. When I was in 4th or 5th grade, we got a new pastor at my parish, Father Joe Capella. For whatever reason, this priest really stood out to me. There was something about the way that he celebrated Mass and interacted with parishioners that showed me that there was something very special that he was doing. His witness convinced me that there was something supernatural about Mass, and that being a priest was not just another job. When I looked at him, I saw the beauty of the priesthood. Yet I still didn't really consider this as something I could ever do. As I grew up, I continued serving at my parish. Every once in a while, some of the old ladies would come up to me after Mass and tell me that I would make a great priest someday. At the time, I didn't think anything of it. I figured that they probably said that to every young boy they saw up there on the altar. When I got to high school, people continued to mention this possibility to me. I wasn't sure what other people saw. Every once in a while, I would give some thought to it. I would picture myself up there on the altar, and I couldn't help but realize that there was something that just seemed right about it. It would fill me with a sense of great joy and excitement. Yet every time I would start to consider it, my fears and doubts would take over. I doubted whether I was holy enough to be a priest, didn't want to give up having a family, and was afraid of what others would think. As a result, I just pushed the idea of the priesthood to the side. During my senior year of high school at Bishop Eustace, a woman from my parish came to me after Mass and encouraged me to attend one meeting of our diocesan priesthood discernment group. I grudgingly agreed to go, not expecting to have a very good experience. When I went, I was shocked to see a group of about 10 other normal young men who were all just trying to figure out what this priesthood thing was all about. I found great consolation at those meetings and continued to go throughout my senior year. Over the course of that year, it became clearer and clearer to me that God was trying to tell me something. Attending the discernment group meetings would light my heart on fire in a way that nothing else could. Yet my fears and doubts continued to hold me back. When it came time to make a decision about college, I had an amazing opportunity to be a member of the varsity rowing team at Drexel University. I decided that I would go to Drexel, and I hoped that I would enjoy myself so much that I could forget about this whole idea of the priesthood and move on. My first semester at Drexel was great. I loved my friends, my classes, and being a member of the crew team. I was happy, but there was something missing. Whenever I would go to Mass or take time to pray, that question of the priesthood kept coming back to me. I would ask God, what is it that you want of me? Would I be more fulfilled as a priest? These questions continued to bug me. When I returned home for my Christmas break, Father Romano, the vocation director, called me out of the blue one day and invited me to the January discernment group while I was still home from college. At that particular meeting, all the seminarians from the diocese were there to share and answer questions about the seminary. Seeing the other seminarians, I was very struck by their joy and fraternity. It was in that time that I heard the Lord speak to me clearer than ever before. If all of them can be happy, then why can't you? I knew that the only way to know if God really wanted me to be a priest was to trust him and try it. I told Father Romano right after that meeting that I was going to apply. I then went on to do 3 years at St. Andrew's College Seminary, which is a part of Seton Hall University. Those were without a doubt some of the happiest years of my life. I formed amazing friendships and grew to love the Lord more than ever before. I'm now going into my 2nd year of theology at St. Joseph's Seminary in Yonkers, New York. I'm so grateful for my years of formation, and I'm so excited for what God has in store. I can honestly say that entering the seminary was the best decision I've ever made. God calls each and every one of us to a specific vocation, and when we find that vocation, we will be our happiest. I would like to encourage all those men and women who are discerning their vocations to trust God. He wants the best for you and will always give you the grace you need to accomplish the task he has set before you. Thank you, and God bless you all.